Aries Girl Podcast.
Zodiacs. Why is Janet Jackson on Beyonce's Good Internet spreading falsehoods about the ethnicity of Vice President and Democratic nominee for President Kamala Harris? Here's how it happened, as reported by Noshi Iqbal of The Guardian. You all remember Janet's song Rhythm Nation from 1989, where Janet's lyrics discussed wanting to break the color lines? Well, this prompted the interviewer to ask Janet her view of Vice President Harris as a black woman who could be the first to serve as U.S. president. And that's where Miss Jackson spewed out her nonsensical tomfoolery by saying, and I quote, "Well, you know what they supposedly said, she's not black, that's what I heard, that she's Indian." Now, the author wrote that she attempted to correct Miss Jackson by telling her that Kamala Harris has Indian heritage, but is also black. But Janet Jackson dug herself into a deeper hole by then stating that the vice president's father is white. That's what she was told, and that she hasn't watched the news in a few days, but she was told that they discovered her father was white. I was so floored by Janet's response. I tried to give her grace by wondering if her ignorance surrounding Vice President Harris's race could have been due to Janet possibly living overseas part-time. But I just can't cut Janet any slack on this, because when you dig yourself into a hole, it's best to stop digging. And that is a fact. Even if Janet lives overseas part-time, doesn't she spend the rest of her time in the state of California, where Kamala Harris is from? It's common knowledge that both of the vice president's parents are immigrants. Her mother, Kamala, was from India, and her father, a black man, Donald Harris, was from Jamaica, which, by law, makes Vice President Kamala Harris a black woman. California is where Vice President Harris was born and raised. She was elected District Attorney of San Francisco in 2003, and she made history as the first woman of black and Asian descent to serve as Attorney General of California in 2011, and also as U.S. Senator, representing California in 2017. Let us not forget that she ran for president in 2020 and was chosen as President Biden's running mate after suspending her campaign. Sorry, Miss Jackson, but this information about Vice President Harris has been available for more than just a few days on the news. It's documented history that is readily available and accessible on Beyonce's Good Internet. I bet you that Beyonce and her beehive, Taylor Swift, along with her Swifties, Megan Thee Stallion and the Hotties, as well as Cardi B and the Barty gang, know that Vice President Kamala Harris is black. And it's not just because they support her and her candidacy for president. It's because they are more up to date on current events than Janet Jackson seems to be. And it is high time that Miss Jackson is brought up to date about who our elected officials are. Also, the unauthorized non-apology apology that was given on Janet's behalf by Mo El-Masri was troubling for so many reasons, because now it is being walked back. It makes me wonder if we are supposed to be getting an official statement from her brother, Randy Jackson, who allegedly is Janet's manager. Something needs to happen quickly, because this is becoming a public relations nightmare for Janet's reputation. However, we know that the Jackson family is mourning the recent loss of older brother Tito, so this is understandable, but someone needs to clear this up for Janet's sake. Repeating conspiracy theories is not a good look for someone of Janet's stature. If this isn't cleared up soon, it'll be like the Super Bowl halftime show all over again. Speaking of which, this article on Janet Jackson in The Guardian is very eye-opening. It was almost as if Janet didn't realize that she was culturally blacklisted after her Super Bowl halftime performance with Justin Timberlake, but she finally admitted to it after some hesitation. I'm going to take my time rereading the article, and I might do another video recapping the highlights, one of which is LaToya giving Janet wine to drink when she was an underage child, because LaToya didn't want to drink alone. So, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss that video or my other videos when they are available. The biggest takeaway from this issue with Janet not knowing that our vice president is black is that people should always do their due diligence when it comes to information and making informed decisions. I'm the type of person that believes in getting my facts from reputable sources. Yes, that is sources, plural. It's okay to trust information, however, we all have to get into the habit of trusting but verifying. We need to separate the facts from the fluff. Also, we need to add deductive reasoning to our repertoire of critical thinking. Let that sink in and marinate. The bottom line is that Kamala Harris is black, and she always has been. Thanks so much for all of you who have subscribed to help support the channel. I appreciate you for becoming an Aries Girl Podcast Zodiac. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below regarding this Janet Jackson situation, and I'll see you on the next video. Until then, take care.